take that down. There we go. And welcome to GBN Live, guys. We appreciate you joining us today. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and got a great show coming up for you today. We have Tracy Hansen with us, who is with Exit Coastal Real Estate Pros. She's going to be up with us today, and we're going to be talking about the real estate market and all the stuff's coming up. Don't forget that if you guys are watching on Facebook, to make sure you accept the terms. So that is, if you didn't do it when you signed in, make sure you just go in there and click on StreamYard.com/Facebook in a different browser. Click accept there, and then we'll be able to see those on. We also want to make sure that you remind you of our sponsor, which is Grand Strand Law Group. They have offices in Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach, and you can reach them at 843-492-5422. They are our real estate attorneys. They help with wills, trusts, and all kinds of great stuff. And make sure you stick around to the end of the show, because we do have our giveaway like we do each week. And guys, stick with us. GBN Live is next. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm Todd Cartner, your host with GBN Live, and today we have with us Miss Tracy Hansen, who is with Exit Coastal Real Estate Pros. She's a realtor expert from our Sayebrook Chapter. Yep, yes, Sayebrook Chapter. Yep. That's right. So, Tracy, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, all that good stuff.
Well, I'm originally from Eastern Long Island, and I grew up there, as did my husband.
One of those Northerners.
That's right. And so he had gotten an opportunity in 2010 to take a job in resort management. And so we decided to take that opportunity. Like I said, we both had grown up on Long Island, so we were kind of looking just for a change. And our daughter was 2 at the time, who is now 14. She just had a birthday, so that's going fast. So we decided to kind of make the move, and we moved from Long Island to Orlando. And we were in Orlando for 3 years, right in the heart of the Disney experience.
Traffic.
Yes, traffic. And then we had the opportunity to come up here. He had the opportunity to transfer within the same company to a resort up here. And so we did, right before our daughter started kindergarten. And we've been here now 9 years. Yeah. Going on 10.
And your daughter does gymnastics.
She did.
Oh, she's not doing that anymore?
She's not doing it anymore. She has moved on and is now a volleyball player.
Volleyball. So, my daughter's a volleyball player too. So.
So we're into beach volleyball right now.
Oh, wow.
Yep, she's doing that and played on a travel team. And she's loving it. She's loving volleyball. So
that's great.
Yeah,
that's
something
great.
Different.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, guys, if you have any comments, make sure you put them down in your comment section on whatever platform you're watching on today, and we'll be glad to try to get those on the air if you have any questions for Tracy or anything to do with real estate. So, Tracy, we know the real estate market has been absolutely insane in the last few months. What are you seeing it do right now? Is it slowing down a little bit? Is it speeding up? I know we talked a little bit about this yesterday.
Yeah. I don't really see it slowing down. I see some slight changes. Maybe some things might be on the market a little longer, but still moving
24 hours instead of 6.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, still moving really fast. The great thing about living here and being in real estate here is the diversity of the real estate that we have. Yeah. We have condos, we have vacation income producing condos, we have townhouses and single family homes and duplexes and garden homes. And there really is something for everyone.
Apartment complexes.
Right. There's something for everyone to fit everyone's needs. And, we still have just high demand because inventory is still low. People are still buying. The buyers are still there. So, we're still pretty fast paced right now.
And I think we're going to talk about this a little bit more later, but interest rates, people are saying, oh my God, they're so high and everything else. When 2018 and 19, they were in the high teen or high 9s, early 10s, that market. So we haven't reached that yet, thank goodness. So talking about real estate, and I know it's growing. Myrtle Beach was just named one of the fastest growing cities in the country. Also one of the most economical cities to move to. So those two things are going to draw even more people here. Mm-hmm. So are you seeing a certain area of the county that's growing faster than others?
Everything is seeing growth. I mean, down when you're closer to the beach, everything's pretty much already built. So, but now we have more shopping centers, right by
Yes.
Market Common, a big public shopping center is
Yes.
being built right there. Market Common is expanding.
Yeah.
Even out on roads that used to be more like bypasses and that kind of thing, now you see a lot of clearing, a lot of developments going in. I mean, because people are coming here. And if they're not moving here, they're buying, investment properties.
Right.
So.
Or retirement properties and buying them up front.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely.
I've been here for 33 years this year, and I never in my life thought I would see a subdivision go up in Aner. And they're even past
Yes.
Aner. They're putting them in Galamit's
Yep.
Ferry now. So that's just absolutely crazy to me.
Yep.
But you only have so much land. So I guess we're going to have to build all the roads up high and go over everything.
Right,
So,
right.
So if you hear that noise over the top of your house, it's not an airplane. It's just traffic going
That's
over.
right.
So on average, how much have you? We talked about this a little bit yesterday too. But how much have you seen the housing pricing going up?
So overall, I mean, if you break it down between condos, single family, you'll see some differences. Overall, I'd say from this time last year, a good 23-24% increases. And even more so in the condo and townhouse market.
Yeah, I've seen some go up 40% in condos. That's crazy.
Yes, I was just going to say, I've seen 37%, 38% increase just from this time last year.
Right.
So, they were affordable before and still are. So now when, sometimes you have the first-time home buyers who would have gone into a home now maybe going into a condo because of affordability. So the condo market is still
very strong.
It's still very quick.
And we're getting a lot of investors that are buying those condos up. One thing that I learned, just a side note, I saw it this morning, was that the pricing of Airbnb properties has skyrocketed. And part of that is because of COVID. A lot of people weren't traveling, during the COVID time. But they're making up for that, but they also are saying, you know what, we need to take advantage of this because so many people are ready to travel this summer.
That's so true.
And I think it is going to be absolutely insane on the beach. So yeah, I think that's insane. So we talked about the increase of condos versus single family, but with the condos, are you seeing that more people that are first time home buyers are buying those condos, townhomes? Absolutely. Versus single family because of the price increase.
Oh, absolutely. And just because of affordability in general.
Right.
What you can afford now with gas prices at $4 and something cents might be different when they're $7, you know? So.
And you don't have to worry about taking care of the outside. The insurance is included in the HOA. Yes. It's just a little bit more stress free. Yeah. I've actually had a couple clients that are looking at condos that are first time home buyers, and you didn't see that much before. So that's kind of, it's hard to find a home in Horry County, a single family home anywhere in Horry County for under $200,000.
Oh, you got to go to condo.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You do. And they've gone
up.
So.
And that's why there's been such a, the demand for the condos is high, and that's why their price increases have, been higher too, because the demand is there.
Yeah.
The demand's there.
And I've seen a lot of people that are interested in these condo tales, where they move into a hotel. And that's where they're saying I've actually talked to a couple of people that are looking to retire, and that's what they want because they don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, and
their utilities are included. They got the amenities. They're on the ocean front.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you can still buy an oceanfront condo with a pool and a lazy river and a tiki bar for less than $200,000.
Right.
I mean, where are you going to do? You're not doing that on Long Island. There's really not condos out there, but oceanfront, you're not going to get that, and you can get that here.
Right.
Right.
Even though your HOAs are higher, but they include everything.
They include insurance. I mean, you're on the ocean. You have to have you have to be insured.
Right. That's true. That's true. So, what do you tell a client who's interested in purchasing a home that is overpriced or just on the higher end of the comps?
I say, welcome to this market.
That's so true.
You know what I mean? I mean, they have to be realistic about it. You're not going to offer a lowball offer and be considered because people are seeing what they can get, as would be expected. But I tell people, there's other ways to make an offer attractive.
Sure.
Yes, price is big, but there's closing date. There's, inspections. There's, are you financing? How much are you putting down? What's the risk for the seller? So there's a lot of other things that go into it. And, we put our best foot forward. And I say, if a seller is unwilling to recognize that, their property may be a little on the high end for what they have, you have to be ready to move on.
You do, and you can't wait.
Yeah,
you got to speak to that lender if you're going to be
Yes.
financed and have that in hand ready to go.
Absolutely.
I do see we have a couple comments coming in. If we can get those up on the screen, let's see who we got here. Curtis is joining us. Hey, Curtis, I hope you got your ceiling fixed. He was throwing stuff at his ceiling and his whole ceiling fell in. So we got to blame it on him. But good morning, Curtis. And who else we got up here? Oh, Deb Zimmerman's here. She said, good morning, Todd and Tracy.
Good morning,
Hey, Deb, thanks for joining us. So we're talking about those, talking about the lender part. I find that it has slowed down a little bit to get that pre-approval so fast. They really are looking into it a little bit more. And for those of you who don't know, and we can discuss this just a little bit, but South Carolina just changed on the 13th, I believe it was, to we are now a due diligence state. So that is a complete different contract that we have to work on. And it opens up some new challenges,
Yes.
But that's why you want to make sure that you speak to a realtor that knows what's going on with that contract and know that you're going to be able to navigate around that contract the best way you possibly can, because
Yes.
it is a lot of changes. It's a lot of more
Yes.
information that we need to be aware of. So I do see that we have a Facebook user that is commented on here. That Facebook user, please make sure you go to StreamYard.com. Whoever said just good morning, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook so that we can make sure that we can see who you are, so you can enter the drawing as well. So Curtis has another comment up here. He says, guys are coming out on Saturday to fix me up. Good, Curtis. We will be, GBN will be at the Conway River Fest all day Saturday. So come on out and say hey to us, and we'll see you then. So I tell you what, guys. Oh, Walter's joining us this morning. Good morning, Walter. We appreciate you watching and tuning in for us as well. So guys, we're going to stick around for after the break, because when we get back, we're going to talk about, is it a good time to buy or sell right now, and how that's going to play into the market as well. So stick around. GBN Live will return in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Justice Ann. I've been a canine liaison at Grand Strand Law Group for, 30 years? What's that? You don't believe me? I meant 30 dog years, of course. First rule of lawyering, read the fine print. Anywho, my humans at Grand Strand Law Group have a combined 20 years experience. I know, not as much as me, but that's in people years. So yeah, still pretty impressive. Real estate, estate planning, or probate, you need GSLG.
Grand Strand Law Group. Trust us, we have a dog.
Great Business Networking grew out of the idea that by creating lasting friendships within the community, we can make the community even better.
I was looking to network with professionals and to be able to refer my clients to somebody that I trust.
Well, it's really important to trust the members of the group, because we really generate quality referrals, and to know somebody, be friends with them, and get that qualified referral is the key to success.
It is networking, but it doesn't feel like networking, and that is important to me. I come to the meetings, I have fun, I make great connections, and I help grow my business.
GBN, these are some of the best professionals in the market, and having that resource available to me, that's priceless.
Well, GBN is a network of business professionals that build long-lasting friendships that will not only grow my business, will grow yours as well. That's what referral marketing is all about.
GBN really is the most important marketing for your business. Check us out today. All right, guys, welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and we have with us today Tracy Hansen, who is with Exit Coastal Real Estate Pro. She's a expert realtor, and she serves the Myrtle Beach area. She's part of our Sayebrook Chapter, so we're glad to have her here. And I do see a couple more comments. Chris is in, or Terry's in here, because Chris ain't going to do it. I know them too well, but Terry says, hey, hi, Terry, and we can see your comments, so that's good. So we appreciate that. So Tracy, let's talk about what factors somebody should consider right now if they're thinking of selling their home. What do they need to consider?
I would consider time frame. because things are selling quickly. Like we joked about it. Oh, maybe it's on 2 days on the market instead of 1 day before you're in contract. But they are selling pretty quickly. So know when you can reasonably be ready to move.
Right.
If you're 3 months away, then we got to talk about that ahead of time and maybe put that in the listing if you do want to list now. But and also you still have to prepare. So give yourself time to prepare your house, because you want to get these high prices. You can't have dust on your baseboards and dog hair in the corner and a 25-year-old light fixture, so you have to do
or a 25-year-old laying in the bed asleep.
Yeah, no kidding. So you do have to prep. You do have to be ready for those photos, because right now everybody starts out looking online, and your photos are worth 1,000 words in real
100%.
time. So, I would say be ready to prepare and also be ready to pack.
And we're going to go into the buyers here in just a second. But one of the things in speaking to some of the attorneys is some attorneys are not even going to start the title work until after the due diligence period has ended, which is going to postpone that closing just a little bit. So instead of what we are used to with a 30-day close, you may be looking closer to 40 or 45 days. So keep that in mind too. So that's a conversation we need to have with the realtor and the attorney up front, so we can know what to expect and what they're going to do. So those are some changes with that contract as well. So if you're looking to buy a home right now, what's your suggestions?
With everything, with the economy being so fluid right now, I would say definitely you have to speak to a lender first. You have to know what you can afford. Even if you think you know what you can afford, like I said, what you can afford when gas is $4 a gallon as opposed to $8 a gallon might be different. And it goes, everything is like that, groceries, everything. So I would say you have to speak to a lender, and you have to have that pre-approval, because right now no one's taking any offers or signing any contracts without knowing for sure that you can afford it. So you have to have that pre-approval in hand.
And that's something that you need to have that conversation with your lender before you even think about starting to look, because I'm sure you as a realtor, as well as I, unless we have that pre-approval, there's no sense in even going out and looking right now, because by the time you get that home is already under contract.
Right, absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
And that's another thing too. Something that I always try to tell my clients is, if you're approved for a $300,000 house, you need to be looking for around the 270, 275 range. Don't look at the 300,000, because you're not going to have that wiggle room there if you need to, and you also are making your hopes up. That you may not even get that $300,000 house. So just keep that in mind. But that is a great thing that we need to talk to with the buyers and sellers up front in that conversation. So that means it's rapid fire. She said, "What's that?"
I said, "What happened?"
So this is a rapid fire. This is just where we get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
So tell us what your first job was.
My first job, other than like babysitting, that kind of thing, was I worked in my dad's store. So he had a hardware store and also manufactured children's clothing in Patchogue on Long Island. And so I did the cash register checkout there. So that was my first job.
Did he make you do that? I need a cashier. Come on over here and help me out. That's what I did. Yeah. I get it. Are you a night owl or an early bird?
Now I am an early bird. I have spent many times as a night owl in my younger years, but who knew I liked the morning so much? I really enjoy it. I like getting up early, and I like that first start of the morning kind of feeling.
There's some people out here watching, especially Deb Zimmerman right now. I'm sure they will say that I burn candles at both ends. I'm always up late, always go to bed early. My daughter is actually producing the show today, and she would tell you the same thing. I'm always the last one to go to bed and first one to get up. Dog or a cat person?
I like both. I've had both, but I'm a dog person.
Dog person.
Yeah, my dogs are my.
Dark or milk chocolate?
Again, I like both. Milk.
Wow.
I'd say milk. But I like a dark covered berry here and there.
Yeah, there you go. I see Deb still watching. She says, "True that, Todd." You're so right. Favorite color?
Ooh, favorite color. I would say I like the kind of blues, you know, I'd say
in the blue family,
in
at
the
least.
blue family. I like the different hues.
I got you. There you go. Favorite word or phrase?
Well, I would say now my favorite phrase is my catchphrase for my business, which is once a client, always a client, because that is
That's right.
what I believe in, and that's my favorite, and that's what I'm sticking with now.
There you go. I like it. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Yeah, I would
100%.
say that's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Braveheart, I'll always stop on if it's on TV.
So if you're going to be in that, category, I think that The Green Mile is good too, because they kind of have that same feel about it. So, of course, I'm a huge Tom Hanks fan.
Oh, I am too.
So,
I actually, just on a quick sidebar, when I got married, we got married in on St. John in the Caribbean, and knew a friend who knew the landscaper who said, "Hey, of this beautiful home on a cliff, if you get married, quick, you can get married in the yard," because Tom Hanks was showing up later that day for his vacation. So
we should have just stuck around. He could have been a guest.
We had to clear out.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'm
But
sure
it was
security
it was
probably
very
cleared
nice.
it.
Yeah, it was great.
We got some other comments coming up, but we'll get to here in just a second as soon as we finish this. But what's your favorite song or artist?
Let's see. I would say my favorite artist. My daughter and I listen to a lot of Taylor Swift because it's kind of fun.
Why?
I don't know. It's kind of
Why?
fun.
Emma's back there saying yes.
But I'd say Red Hot Chili Peppers has always been a favorite of mine. Maybe I'm showing my age
No, not a bit.
Always liked that. It was a good time.
I was in a bagpipe band, and I actually got to see the Red Hot Chili Pipers.
Oh.
And they play a lot of the Red Hot Chili music through the bagpipes, and it's actually kind of neat. So,
yeah, how cool.
Anyway, it was kind of neat. Favorite vacation spot?
Ooh, well, it depends on what I'm in the mood to do. I love the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I love St. John. I love Tortola. The Virgin Islands are just fantastic. But I had a great ski vacation this year too.
Yeah.
So, we were up in Maine and at Sunday River, and that was fantastic. So
I need a vacation.
Yeah.
Anyway, and not GBN, but your favorite mobile app. What's something that you use regularly?
Oh, honestly, probably my Starbucks app. Because I can pay real easy on it.
That's right. Yeah.
And I'd say I was there this morning too, so I'd say that's probably my most used app.
Yeah.
But I've only just gotten into the apps with ordering food and that kind of thing, and it really is kind of convenient.
It is. It really is. We were talking about some apps yesterday about some new things that are coming out for real estate too. So who knows what's coming up there. So let's see. We've got Lori's in here. She said, "Hey, y'all, good job, Emma." And let's see. We have Lori Weatherill in here too. She says, "Good morning, everyone. Great show so far. Thanks, Lori." And Deb says, "Yes, I still do need a vacation." You're so right. But anyway, so Tracy, let's talk about the interest rates. We've seen them go up a little bit. They actually came down this week a little, very little, but they did. What are you hearing that they're going to be doing here?
I'm hearing, from what I understand, we can expect another 3/4 hike in July. When the Feds have their next meeting at the end of July, there, I think around the 27th or so. So that's what I'm hearing.
But still, that 5 to 6 range is still so much lower than 18 and 19 when they were up to the 9 and 10 range. My mom and dad bought a house or built a house in the late 70s. And I believe that's when it was. I'm pretty sure it was late 70s. And I think their interest rate was 18%. So we're still way below that. Yeah. But just keep that in mind. And that's something that you want to have a chat with your lender about when you get that pre-approval to see where you would be. So we're seeing gas prices go up almost daily, sometimes up and down 2 or 3 times in a day. How do you feel that that's affecting the housing market?
Well, it goes back to affordability,
right?
So of course it's going to affect the housing market because it's not just gas prices that are doing that. It's everything, groceries, paper towels, everything. Right. So, it does all just point right back to affordability.
And that's something that people don't take into consideration, that when gas prices go up, all of the things that we use as consumables, whether it's things you get at Lowe's Home Improvement or Home Depot or Walmart or the grocery store or wherever it is, they all have to get to that location. Right. So when the gas prices go up, then that's going to automatically cause the product to go up. So so it does affect everything. That is definitely cool. I tell you what, I totally forgot to put up Dancing Debbie. So let's go ahead and put up Dancing Debbie right quick. And guys, if you will quickly, if you're watching, put in that hashtag GBN Rocks. Let's put up that banner so that we can see exactly how we need to put that up. And nope, the banner. Let's hide that one down. Yep. It's under the banners. There it is. Hashtag GBN Rocks. Yep. Make sure you put that in. No spaces in between that. And so we can get you into the drawing really quick. We'll give that just a few moments. And before we, or while we're doing that, we're going to ask another question here right quick. As a member of GBN, because you haven't been with us that long, but as a member of GBN, what do you see as the benefit of doing referral networking like this? And why did you choose to get into GBN specifically?
I mean, the benefit I can see right away from the first conversation I had with you. I said, I'd like to be a part of this, because any kind of mouth-to-mouth, face-to-face referral that I can get from somebody who knows me, who likes me, who trusts me, you know, that's a
sound familiar, Deb? No, like, and trust. I say it all the time.
That's where I got it from. That's a great referral, though. You know, and that's the kind of referral I also want to give my clients.
Right.
Somebody who I have met with on a weekly basis, who I just had a conversation with, who I know how many kids they have and where they go to school.
Exactly.
That it's just that familiarity that, you know, that we need in this kind of world, because everything is kind of a little removed. Things are done online and stuff like that. So if you can have that face-to-face kind of referral, it's gold.
It's priceless. Yeah, it is. And that brings us to this here: friends first, business second. At GBN, we believe that if we become good friends and know, like, and trust each other, then we're automatically going to pass that business. I will tell you that we do have somebody watching that says that has GBN Rocks, that has Facebook user. I'll give you just a quick second. Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and accept those terms, because otherwise it won't pull you into the contest. I see Tim's watching us as well as Terry. Thank you guys for joining us today as well. We appreciate that. So we're going to give that just a few more minutes. And Tracy, thank you so much for coming in this week and joining us. Let's see who we have on the show next week. We have Josh Gertzog, who is with Grand Strand Answers. He is part of our Conway chapter, and he's going to help you. He's in the marketing business and can help you market your business really well. And so join us next week then. And this is going to be a show note coming up here. Is you guys are going to see a complete change on the set of GBN Live coming the first episode in July. And we're also moving our time to 10 a.m. come the first episode in July, which I believe is the 6th, July the 6th. So next week will be our last episode at 11 a.m. And we've got some other things that are going to be coming in as well that are going to be pretty cool. So Deb says, thanks for all the great information, Tracy. And Deb, we thank you for watching. So, all right, let's go over to our drawing and let's see who's going to be here today. So let's go ahead and draw that, and let's see who the winner is. And our winner this week of a $25 gift card to Walk-Ons is Lori Williams. Congratulations, Lori. We'll reach out to you and get that information over there to you soon. So thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you, Tracy, so much. If you guys, I tell you what, let's put up Tracy's information. That way we can contact her.
Thank you.
Let's put up Tracy's phone number. You can reach her at 843-957-4981. That's 843-957-4981. Or you can go to her website, which is Tracy Hansen. Should be the next one down. There you go. TracyHansen.exp.com. That's TracyHansen.exp. ExitCRP.com. Let me read that one more time, because I just kind of blew that one all to pieces. TracyHansen.exitCRP.com. There you go. If you need to, just back up in the on the show, and you can pull those back up in the part just a minute. So we have some congratulations in there to Lori, and Lori says, thanks, Tracy, for joining us today. We appreciate it. Guys, remember, if it's Wednesday, it's GBN Live. We'll see you next week.